you ready? I said, are you ready for Let's Talk WoHawkies? And now, here are our hosts, Beth and Zach.
What's going on, hockey world? It's your friends here with Let's Talk WoHawkies, brought to you by Shocked Hydrate. I'm your host, Beth, joined as always by my dude, Zach, over here. I did it right the first time. Like, I pointed to you and not to the other wall.
I am so proud of you. It's off to a roaring start for this episode. Fantastic job.
Episode 6, starting out fire. I pointed in the right. Oh, now I failed. I failed. I did it right one time. That's all apparently I'm going to get. It's
that's all you're allowed. So we really should start just not actual names for the podcast, but just let's do Hawks jersey numbers for the episodes until we get to the point where we can't do any more. But what would you say would be number 6 for this episode? Olimata.
Oh, Blackhawks legend Olimata. Let's see. Let's go to the Google. This is what I used over the summer when I was doing my Blackhawks countdown for the season to start. I actually went to Google and I pulled up the all-time jersey number list. There's actually a website that breaks it down on Hockey Reference. It breaks it down by number.
Yeah.
So for number 6,
the whole team.
Yeah, we have 49 options.
Oh my goodness.
If we want to go recent, I mean, we've got Mr. McCabe himself, Jake McCabe.
We could.
We've got Olimata, Michael Kempney, Trevor Daley.
Oh, Michael Kempney. That let him go too soon. I
know. Well, Trevor Daley, ironically enough, signed this season in the ECHL. He played for the Florida Everblades.
Okay.
We have Anton Babchuk wore the number 6.
So what would you say? Let's pick one legit Hawk that's okay. We can go old school or new school. Let's pick one legit one. I think for every episode we have to name name one Hawk that wore that number.
Okay, mine is easy. It's Bob Murray.
That works. We'll go with Bob Murray. Tomorrow's going to be interesting, or not tomorrow, but the next episode is going to be interesting. We got number 7. There's a lot of numbers.
There are, but there are 2 very, very easy choices with that.
Oh, there is. I'm just saying, which one do you go with, or we just name each one just because?
I mean, oh gosh, there are so many choices. I just pulled them up. We'll have to talk about it next week because, I don't know if I can choose.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, interesting is definitely the word for it. The list is pooh. So happy Bob Murray.
Yeah, happy Bob Murray episode, everybody.
And I know we've talked the last couple episodes that we were going to talk today about the PWHPA and what they were planning, but full transparency, just like them, we got nothing.
Yeah, at this point, it's just
At this point, we are waiting.
Yeah. Still nothing, and it's meh.
It is what it is. But I
mean, other than the fact that some of their superstars are getting second jobs, but this is gonna be an elite league.
We'll figure it out when the time comes. When they finally start saying things and giving us info, then we'll talk about it. But so far, nothing. So I did want to touch on something we talked about last week. It was obviously the end of the regular season. Playoffs start as of we're recording today on the 2nd of May. So playoffs have officially started. The quest for the cup is on. Our beloved Blackhawks are not participating. Zach's Canes are currently playing hockey as we record.
Because that's what I get for doing 4 podcast recordings in 5 days. It just
you did this to yourself, sir.
Yeah, I did because I had to do a playoff preview with a guy from Short Shift, a former friend, a friend of the show.
A former friend of the show.
It's been a long. I've worked 36 hours in 3 days, so it's friend of former podcast episodes. Andrew Johnson was on from Short Shift, so that was a fun episode on Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
So So it's been a good few days. I'm just like, hey, let me just get my podcast equipment out and just talk about hockey nonstop.
So
not that I'm complaining.
When we recorded last Monday, the Blackhawks were playing the Flyers, and the game was still going on when we ended our podcast, and the Blackhawks won that game 3-1.
Hey.
And while that game was on, we were talking about, elimination possibilities for the Vegas Golden Knights. And I kind of brought up a thing, and then it kind of happened.
Oh.
So I talked about how I wanted Dallas and Vegas's game to go to overtime and for Dallas to win. And then Vegas's next game was in Sweet Home Chicago. And I wanted the Blackhawks to be the team
You did.
that officially eliminated the Vegas Golden Knights from playoff contention.
So it's not only that they eliminated them from the playoff bubble a couple seasons back, but they also eliminated them for the first time ever from making the playoffs.
Correct. And then, this little thing called Wednesday happened. And on Wednesday, the Vegas Golden Knights strolled on into Chicago. And they lost to the Chicago Blackhawks in overtime 4-3. And were officially eliminated from playoff contention by none other than our Blackhawks.
Huzzah. Finally,
Like,
they get to deal with some adversity for once because they've had it too good.
They do. And, I'm just saying, I put it out into the universe and the hockey gods answered. Like, they were like, Blackhawks fans, you have suffered a lot, not just with the on-ice product this season, but with all of the other off-ice stuff with the Kyle Beach lawsuit, finally finding out 11 years later what happened, what many people who at that time even weren't with the organization anymore and people who still were with the organization anymore were hiding. So we're going to give you this thing. We're going to let you be the team that eliminates Vegas from the playoffs.
You loved it, especially after how they did Marc-Andre Fleury and Robin Leonard dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now it's just a rescue mission. Like, when we say we hate Vegas and we want them to not succeed, we are not speaking about Logan Thompson or Robin Leonard.
Oh,
someone
gosh.
Please go
Save
rescue those two. Save the tendies. Save them.
Yeah.
Like,
basically, if you're a goalie, don't go to Vegas.
They don't need a goalie. It's fine. They'll figure it out.
It's
not good, Bob. It's not good.
No.
So that was beautiful. Like, when the Blackhawks game was on, when Vegas and Dallas went to overtime, I was like, oh my gosh. I said a thing and now it's happening. And then Dallas won and I was like, oh my gosh.
This might happen.
Like, the Blackhawks could be the team that eliminate Vegas from the playoffs. And then the Blackhawks game was on and I barely sat down the entire game. And when I did, I was like sitting an inch on the couch, like leaned forward, like hands on my face, just stressed. And then the game went to overtime. And then the game went to a shootout. And in case anybody missed, the last 3 games of the season, Vegas did not do well in shootouts. They went 0 for 17.
Sucks to suck, bud.
On attempts. They didn't even put a biscuit in the basket. Kevin Lankinen stood on his head against all of the Vegas shooters. It was beautiful. The celly after, we love goalie dances.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
I mean,
him and Colin Delio, that was just fantastic.
The hug, the head pats, the dancing. We were here for all of it. I mean, what a way to treat Hawks fans for the last home game of the season.
Yeah, I still laugh at the fact that on the like how the pronunciation guide for Colin Delia, it's literally Colin Delia. Like they had to make him say his name, and it's like we already knew that.
Yeah, and then there's poor Kevin Lonkinen who says his name Kevin Lonkinen, and everybody says Kevin Lankinen, and it's like, sir.
Yeah, Kevin
Sir.
Lonkinen.
It's Lonkinen. Thank you, Courtney, for explaining that to us, because
she kept saying it. She kept saying Lonkinen. I'm like, why does she keep saying it like that? I thought it was Lankinen. It's like, nope, it's Lonkinen.
But honestly, she's kind of the authority on these things, so we were not going to question her, because if anybody respects a pronunciation and accents and umlauts and all of those things, it is Courtney Dagger.
Yeah, you never question the Dagger. Put that on a t-shirt. # never question Dagger.
Never question the Dagger. So
that would be a great t-shirt though. Great t-shirt idea. Yeah,
we'll have to reach out. So
and we have to give her one if we make those.
We do.
Yeah, you have to put it on a hat. Put it on a hat.
Hopefully, we'll be able to start playing Chell soon if I ever get a hold of this PS4, and then we can bring back Stop Doing the Stick thing.
Yeah, pretty much we could. Just no Twitch though, but just offline.
No Twitch though, but that's my jam. So,
yeah, Twitch not so.
Twitch not so much, but Stop Doing the Stick thing. That's all me, baby. Yeah. Now, after all of the things, Sam Lafferty, he was on our list of stay or go. Yep. He received a 2-year contract extension.
I like Laugh, but the fact that people keep bringing up, hey, we got Sam Lafferty. How are you feeling about that? I think it was like Mark Lazarus trying to have a positive spin on Lafferty. And it's like, we basically traded Lafferty, or we traded for Lafferty after giving him Yoki-Haru. How does people feel about that? And I'm like, don't do this, Mark. Just
please stop giving me pain. Like, I'm still not over the Yoki-Haru trade. So
he even posted a photo of a Yoki-Haru jersey in Buffalo, and I'm like, no.
Pain.
It's like you can try and make it as positive as you can, but nothing will ever make it feel better that we did get Sam Lafferty a la a Yoki-Haru trade for Alex freaking Nylander. Yeah, it's just all kinds of no.
There's just all sorts of insanity that were the Stan Bowman days of Chicago Blackhawks management, but what's going on? Oh, what's happening? I'm so confused.
No, someone was knocking on the door, but you're good.
Oh, I was like, what? I'm talking. Can you not hear me?
No, just keep going.
Okay, well,
okay,
look, you have to remember in episode 2 in Chicago, we lost the ability to talk to Beth. So I kind of had a panic moment.
No, you're good. Well, luckily this is early enough for the podcast. I can edit all this out.
Oh, I don't edit, honey. This is staying in. People can love my confusion and my happiness. It's fine.
Oh,
to know me is to love me.
Oh, my word.
So Lafferty's been extended for 2 years. Again, this was something that I wanted to happen. He wants to be in Chicago. He has been very open about wanting to be in Chicago.
Yeah.
So the fact that management was like, he likes it here. He wants to stay here. Here you go, sir. Please sign this contract extension. We want you to stay too. That's different. That's not something we're used to.
I'm still curious though, because there's a certain Tampa Bay Lightning guy who did come to Chicago. I'm curious if he actually still wants to stay with his 2 years left on his contract.
Oh, Boris Kachuk?
Yes. Kachuk.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. I don't know. I mean, it seems like he was warming up to Chicago towards the end of the season. I know it's got to be rough, going from a back-to-back Stanley Cup champion team to being traded to Chicago, where the postseason was no longer really an option.
Yeah, especially when the team finishes 5th from the bottom.
Yeah, in a lot of things. So,
5th in goals,
5th in goal differential,
5th points in percentage of will to live.
Yeah, 5th in sadness. But at least we weren't the first team in NHL history to finish 32nd in the standings.
after going to a Cup final appearance the year before.
What a difference a year makes. But
and losing a certain player to the Hurricanes who they tried to steal from.
The Hurricanes are still the offer sheet champions of the 21-22 offseason.
Hey, when you have a $20 signing bonus on top of a contract, you can't go wrong with it.
Love it. So
the pettiness is real, and I'm here for it.
Oh, it's true. In other transactional news, Nolan Allen and Colton Dock have been added to the Ice Hogs roster for the postseason because they are out of postseason playoff stuff for their respective teams.
In juniors. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in juniors. So, I mean, that's
at least someone in the organization's looking at the play, actually experiencing the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
it only had to take Derek King to leave for it to finally happen.
I was watching some of the Blackhawks TV videos in preparation for this episode, and there was one about it was like Derek King on season end. And he was like, I'm not sure if I believe it yet. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do for practice tomorrow. I was like, Derek, this isn't fun.
So you're not funny.
No. And then, I mean, the one thing that kind of got me, I watched the Taves video talking about the end of the season. I'm going to assume that the Hurricanes just scored based on Zach's current reactions.
It's the rookie Seth Jarvis makes it 1-0 for the Hurricanes.
Very nice. Gotta love live hockey updates, even though tomorrow everyone will already know how that game ended.
Pretty much, but you know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So I was watching the Taves video, and for once, like a statement Jonathan Taves made didn't make me like irrationally angry.
For once. It took how long for that to happen?
Which was a shock to my system. My heart was like, I'm sorry, ma'am, what's happening? So he was talking about, the end of obviously a difficult season, not just on the ice, but off the ice, scoring droughts, etc. And one thing he mentioned was something that was hard for a lot of the Blackhawks veterans in the offseason. There was no Blackhawks convention. Their time with the Blackhawks ambassadors was cut short because of COVID protocols. And now we've lost, Tony Esposito and all of the difficult things. And he mentioned missing a lot of the off-season Blackhawks traditions. Yeah. Even though like Blackhawks conventions, the first one or two players always go to, they're like, ugh, I have to come and spend a weekend in the off-season, especially when they were shorter off-seasons. I'm not recovering. I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. And then they get to the convention and they're like, oh, okay, I love this. This is awesome. This is fantastic. He mentioned like missing a lot of those traditions, and I kind of get that.
Yeah, it definitely throws you off your game when you get close to like the actual season, because now it's just like you're going from getting ready to now it's training camp. They did nothing in the normal.
Yeah,
there has been a normal off season for these guys in years.
Yeah,
so I can kind of see where it's like the fun is kind of not there when it's season time.
Yeah, well, and he said like. One of the things he tried to speak with, especially to players who haven't been with the Blackhawks for long, is, I know we haven't done X, Y, and Z, but those things are coming back. But the interaction we have with our fans is on another level. Like, we are lucky to play hockey in the city of Chicago. We're lucky to play here. And I was like, Jonathan... Sir, are you listening to Let's Talk WoHawkies? Because those are words we've missed from you all season long. All season.
Yeah.
Where have those words been?
Yeah. Finally, it's good to see you're actually, there for that.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, there you go.
Hey boys, like
welcome back.
We're lucky to play here. Because from what I've kind of heard whispery wise, the convention is coming back. So
thank goodness.
The Blackhawks convention should be returning hopefully this off season. I wish I lived closer to Chicago because I would 100% try to be there.
Right.
But if something like that comes back, I mean, that's a significant part of like off season tradition that's been missing for the last several years because of the pandemic. So I really think something of that nature is going to maybe put a little bit of fire, some fan interaction, like actually seeing people face to face, being able to, participate with your fans. I think it's going to be something that's going to do good for the players and for the fan base.
Oh, for sure. No doubt.
So, I mean, I figured when you celebrated that it was 2-0, Zach. You can say the score. It's fine. Everyone on YouTube is going to be able to see you celebrating.
That's true.
So,
I'm trying my best not to interrupt and be,
no.
Neo Writer just made it 2-0. So it's
nice. So, couple other fun things that I discovered today.
Okay.
I know it was a season of pain.
You can say that again. You can say that again.
I didn't realize how bad of a season of pain it was until I realized that we had the exact same home and away record.
Oh, geez.
The Blackhawks were 14, 21, and 6, both at home and on the road. They are the only team in the league who played crappy at home and crappy on the road.
It makes sense.
The exact same tune. Literally the exact same record.
At least we can say that we're consistently terrible.
We are consistently terrible. We consistently sucked at home and away. The only winning record we had was in the shootout. We were 6-2 for shootouts this season.
Talk about the season of suck. Like, just full on suckage.
14, 21, and 6, both at home and on the road. However, while I was looking into all of this, I mean, we all already feel bad for Coyotes fans. They were one of 4 teams who had worse home records than away records.
Oh my gosh.
So Arizona, Ottawa, LA, and Washington all played worse at home than they did on the road. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Like,
Coyotes have fun in your 5,000 seat stadium.
Maybe they'll play better at home then. They'll be able to condense their fans into a much smaller building so it'll feel more exciting.
Would that make it smaller, though, if you go from nothing to 2,000, though? I mean
half the ticket prices are insane, so...
Half capacity.
Maybe one day we'll figure out why Gary Bettman is so in love with Arizona having a hockey team.
He might. I think he probably has like a tattoo somewhere that says "I love the Yotes." he has a Kachina as a tramp stamp just because.
Yeah, I saw a hilarious meme after Vegas got eliminated. And it said, Vegas has been eliminated from the NHL playoffs. Out of spite, Gary Bettman is moving a Canadian team to New Mexico.
No, Gary, that'd be hilarious. Or like Gary Bettman finds a way to like eliminate the Dallas Stars, like the points deduction for just like erratic behavior of like salary cap misuse. And it's like, we're eliminating you from the playoffs,
right? Like,
and Vegas backdoors their way in by like technicalities.
The internet was on fire with
when's it not on fire?
With just Gary Bettman memes being angry about Vegas being eliminated from. I mean, it was perfection. So
it's insane.
I mean, at least we won more shootouts than we lost this season.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an improvement from previous Blackhawks seasons. I feel like we've either tied or sucked at shootouts.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, you're not kidding.
So there is one positive, friends. One positive from this season. The Blackhawks won 6 shootouts and only lost games in 2 of them.
So basically, what you're saying is the Blackhawks should have went they should have went at least 82 shutouts and had
82 shootouts. Let's go.
82 shutouts and get like 42 wins out of it.
There you go. I feel like that would have been the only way it would have happened this year.
Could you imagine just 82 shutout, like just 82 shootouts here? It's like, what?
I feel like that would be the only way that like shootouts would ever be eliminated from the NHL is if a team just continually every game in the season went to the shootout, and that's how their record was determined.
And you know what? I think they've seen the Blackhawks lose enough to where it's like, yeah, we're gonna make you not go into any more Winter Classics because you guys cannot. Like, when's the last time they were in a Winter Classic?
I don't know, and I don't care because many years ago I said I'd never wanted to see them play another outdoor game.
Yeah, like even then, like after like the 17 stadium series against the Wild, I'm like, I'm absolutely done.
Yeah, done. Like no more.
Another Winter Classic, another Winter Classic, another Winter Classic, another Winter
stadium
Classic.
series, a Winter Classic. No, sir. We decline. Yeah. Like we're good. We decline.
The only reason I'm excited for a stadium series is because I'm going to the one next year. Cross my fingers. Mm-hmm. I am trying to go to a stadium series game.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's in Carolina against the Capitals. This is the only time I'm excited for an outdoor game.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually going to try to be there for that.
They're fun. I went to the 15 Winter Classic in DC. It was very fun.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, imagine tailgating for a stadium series game.
So there was kind of tailgating in DC. I mean, it was still winter, so it was cold, but they had like a whole plaza set up. I mean, a lot of DC traffic isn't car traffic; it's public transit traffic. So tailgating in DC is a little different than it is in most places.
Have you seen photos of playoff tailgating in Carolina?
Sir, I live in Florida where we tailgate for every hockey game.
All right, so you get it then, yeah. So basically, playoff tailgating for the South is pretty nice.
Money.
It's money. Yeah, basically.
I mean, it's nowhere near like SEC football level tailgating because Florida Georgia weekend is a whole different scenario. So
it's the cocktail party. I get that, but no, Hurricanes playoff tailgates. They're easily a top 3 because it's absolutely insanity.
Yeah, I mean, we've even tailgated for hockey. I mean, I know I live in Florida, so I'm blessed with not having real winter. But we do have a couple weeks where it's like in the 30s and 40s, which to most Floridians is death. Like not good.
Yeah.
And we have still tailgated in like nights where we have hard freeze warnings, etc. We have propane heaters. We have layers of clothing. It's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, in terms of the Blackhawks, no more outdoor games. It's hard enough to see them lose on NBCSN Chicago.
Yeah.
No one really wants to see on NBC Sports on national TV.
And I'm not going to lie, like I feel like all of the outdoor games are really where the hatred for the Blackhawks originated. People were so tired of seeing the Blackhawks in outdoor games
and constantly losing
and constantly sucking. Like, why do we keep giving this team outdoor games if they're just going to keep losing? And a lot of them weren't even like rivals. Like I miss Winter Classic rivalry games.
Yeah, it's like Chicago and St. Louis. That makes sense. Like Boston and Montreal would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you're getting like Chicago and Washington. Oh yeah, because it's Ovi and Patrick Kane. Ooh.
How is they're not Ovi and Sid. Like Ovi and Sid rivalry. That makes sense.
Blackhawks Penguins. That actually kind of makes sense to an extent. But the fact that Jonathan Toews chirps Crosby about falling down, that was funny. But I'm sorry.
That Sidney Crosby calls people a bag of milk. Like,
yeah,
I'm here for it.
Dallas and Nashville. Well, no, Nashville and Tampa Bay was just not it. The jerseys were not it.
No, they were not.
That whole game wasn't it.
The Smashville jerseys were also awful. Like,
how about Kings Avs Stadium Series at Air Force's football stadium? And those two jerseys?
You want to know what? I want an Avs Red Wings Winter Classic. Like, that is what I want to see. When the Red Wings are actually like respectably good. Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, it is. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast.
I'm just honestly, I'm just glad that the Blackhawks are kind of just done with outdoor games because we don't need it.
No, we do not.
I like
I'm so happy that the outdoor games are done. So happy.
Yeah, it's about time we give to other teams because
there are 32 teams in this league. Like everyone needs the opportunity.
Well, Vegas needs to come. They don't need an outdoor game just yet or a stadium series. No, wait, no, I'm wrong. They were an outdoor game. Like Tahoe.
Yep.
God.
Yep. I want to see, like, that's the next Winter Classic I want to see. I want to see Avalanche Red Wings.
That'd be fun.
Like, that's where it's at.
Yeah, Bruins. I like Bruins, Blackhawks, and Notre Dame. Like, okay.
I mean, I know they're original 6 teams, but they haven't really been a rival. Except for
Toronto, Detroit at Michigan's football stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That actually makes sense because they hate each other.
And they're right across the lake from each other.
Yeah.
I mean,
that actually makes
Toronto
sense.
and Detroit are not that far from each other.
No, and they actually hate each other.
Yeah. Like Chicago, Detroit makes sense. Chicago, St. Louis, even Chicago, Nashville. Like, that rivalry has been born. Chicago, Minnesota makes sense. Chicago and the Capitals.
No.
Chicago and Boston, minus the 2013 17 seconds moment. Like, that's not really.
How about Calgary and Edmonton? Like, hello, what are we missing here?
A Battle of Alberta Winter Classic.
That'd be. Well, they have that. Was it the Heritage Classic?
Yeah, the Heritage Classic is the Canadian. But like, how is that not a thing? Like, how does that not happen every January 1st? We need that to happen.
Well, to be honest, though, it's like outside of like Montreal and Toronto and Battle of Alberta, there's not a lot of rivalries in the Canadian series teams because Vancouver's by themselves.
Other than the fact that all the Canadian teams hate Toronto.
Yeah, and Winnipeg is kind of by themselves. They don't really have a rival in Canada. And
it also takes like 8 hours to get to their rink from the airport. So, I mean, everybody hates them. And
no offense to Ottawa, but does anyone really care about the Ottawa Senators? Like, Eugene Melnyk is the only reason why that team even exists. It's still in. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at some point Ottawa gets moved because.
R.I.P. Eugene.
Yeah, outside of Eugene Melnyk, there was like no reason to go to Ottawa games. Like, no offense to Ottawa fans, but the arena location's terrible. Attendance has never been good there, and it seems like no one ever gives a crap about the Senators.
Yeah, so
like, even people in Ottawa don't care about them that much. Like
NHL, let's do better with outdoor games. Like, make outdoor games fun again.
Yeah, they were fun at the beginning. Now it's just kind of like, okay, it's another game.
Yeah, and not only that, like, I remember when the Winter Classic was the only game played on the 1st of January. The Winter Classic and the Heritage Classic, that was it.
And the matchups actually made sense. Now it's just like, are we just guessing at this point?
We've got this really cool outdoor game, guys, but don't worry. There's also 7 other hockey games this evening that you can watch if you don't want to watch this one.
Absolutely insanity.
It's no bueno. So
definitely no bueno.
Ready to get to the fun of today?
Yes, definitely ready for this. So,
it is time for the 21-22 WoHawk Awards.
The WoHawk Awards.
The WoHawk Awards.
The WoHawk Awards.
The WoHawkies.
The WoHawkies?
Yes. So, I came prepared for this. I've got my 3 awards and my explanations for them. Some of my awards are pretty simple, so they don't really need explanations. It's in the title.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot it over to you first, buddy. You're gonna get the first award presentation of the evening.
Oh man, how about there's a lot into I'm trying to come up with when I was writing these down. I'm still trying to figure out some really good ones, but basically the Blackhawks Comeback Man of the Year award, just for being just the absolute like greatest story arc just for this season in general. Dylan frickin' Strome.
Let's go, Dylan Strome.
How about the fact that everyone wrote him off before the season started, had an abysmal start because Jeremy Colleton would never start him. Derek King comes in. Like, we're actually going to put you as our first line center with DeBrincat and Kane. Eventually, that line gets together, and they go absolutely off. And now everyone goes past the trade deadline. After all you hear is he's going to get moved, and now it's a possibility of the Blackhawks are going to bring back Dylan Strome. Now there is mixed reports if he actually is going to stay, but how about having a year? How about having a career resurgence for one
and
Dylan?
Then having a career year.
Yeah, career year. Basically, that strength for Dylan Strome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
He's
girl
got
dad strength.
Yeah, he's got that dad strength in Chicago, which somehow always takes whenever a guy has a kid like that season, they just automatically go off.
I figured out a solution to our problems. Jonathan Taves needs to have a baby.
Jonathan Taves needs to get a relationship that actually works.
I'm pretty sure he has a relationship.
Does he?
He has a girlfriend, long term. They've been together for a long time. They just need to have a baby. Apparently, that's going to fix Jonathan Taves. It fixes everybody else.
I mean, I guess. Oh, is that before or after he fixes whatever 13 diets he tries out at the same time?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
But yeah, Alex DeBrincat has an insane season. Patty Kane, insane season. Dylan Strome, career resurgence, career year. I mean, it just makes sense. Come back
situation.
Comeback Hawk of the Year. Gotta give it to Dylan frickin' Strome.
Love it. So my first award doesn't need much explanation. The title of the award is the Do Better Award.
Can I make a guess?
You can, but I can guarantee you'll be wrong.
Jonathan Taves?
No, you are actually wrong.
Wow.
The Do Better Award goes to the entire defensive core of the Chicago Blackhawks. If you are a defenseman for the Chicago Blackhawks, congratulations. You are the first recipient of the Do Better Award.
I can't really blame Connor Murphy because he was hurt. Jake McCabe really tried. He just got really just shoestringed. Caleb Jones.
They all did bad. Caleb, look, there were good moments.
Yeah, but it was.
But as a defensive group,
all kinds of suck.
They were awful. We have defensemen not defending and trying to be forwards. We have dudes just laying the body on the ice long before like a player's even going for a shot. It was just a nightmare on the back end.
Yeah,
it was a nightmare on the blue line. It was a nightmare in our defensive zone. Just
brutal.
Nightmare fuel for the defense of the Chicago Blackhawks all season.
Absolutely brutal.
Chicago Blackhawks defensemen, congratulations. You are the winners of the WoHawks Do Better Award. Please, in 22-23, do better.
Yeah. Do better.
Do better. Like, we're not asking for much. We are not asking for, insanity. We're not asking for like 6 Duncan Keiths on the ice. We are just asking you to do better.
Yeah.
Baby steps. Just do better.
Yeah, pretty much. Do better.
So, what you got next?
This is the Please Play to Your Freaking Contract Award.
Oh, okay. I bet you I know who this is going to.
Yeah, basically for the fact that this dude's contract is going to eat up a lot of the cap. We've talked about him enough, and I really wish they got rid of him at the trade deadline when it's still possible.
It's still possible until June 30th.
Yeah, but I doubt that because of all the money and the assets given up for it. Obviously, you can already tell who this award goes to, and that's Seth Jones.
Yeah.
Please play to your freaking contract.
Congratulations, Seth Jones. You are the inaugural recipient of the Please Play to Your Contract Award.
No, please play to your freaking contract award. You got to throw the frickin' in there because it's just like,
it's
I'm
true.
Sorry.
It's frustration. I get it.
$9.5 million for the next 8 years, and that's top 15 defenseman money in the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
And you, silently somehow get almost 50 assists this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. I don't know exactly, but regardless, for the fact that you were so quiet on your assist total but the fact that your brother, who is making significantly
like,
less,
well, I think he's making maybe like
850
10% of what his brother is making.
Yeah, like I think he was making $850,000 this year, and his brother is going to be easily like a lot more, like a fair amount better than him. And he led him in goals. His own brother.
Way to go, Caleb.
Who he had to trade Duncan Keith for straight up.
Well, here's the thing. Duncan wanted to be closer to his kid.
No, I get that. It's just for the fact that the guy we gave up Duncan Keith for straight up in a trade outlasted the guy who we gave up multiple picks and Adam Boquist for.
Pokey.
Yeah, he was top 5 on the team in points, but that's not really saying a whole lot. But I'm sorry, your contract really kicks in next year. You didn't even play up to your contract this season,
and it was significantly less money than it's gonna be next season.
Yeah, and the fact that you have a no treatment either.
No move clause starting July 1. Hooray!
Yeah, you got the Stan Bowman special. So you wanted top 15 defenseman money. Time to start playing like your top 15 defenseman in the entire league. Because I'm sorry, Kel McCarr, Roman Yossi, Jacob Slavin, a bunch of these other guys. And Jacob Slavin doesn't make top 15 guy money, but he wins the Selkie because he's good. Or Kel McCarr is a slam dunk.
Kel McCarr's gonna break Kirby Doc's ankles on repeat for the rest of forever.
And make people forget that Kirby Doc is a forward and not a defenseman.
And make people forget that Cale McCarr is a defenseman and not a forward.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. If you're going to make top 15 money, play like you're a top 15 guy. If not, you should refund Chicago all of that money. Because...
I wish that was a thing. I'm sorry, sir. You have not met our expectations. We're going to need you to pay us back.
Yeah.
Half of your salary.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, just no. Or they could do a full like Rick DiPietro and just pay him forever.
No, we're not going to do that.
I know they're actually not going to, but it's just like, please play your contract.
Please play to your freaking contract, Seth Jones. Congratulations. You won an award, sir.
Yeah.
So my next award is another one that really needs little explanation. I named all my awards so that they were just easy. This is the Apple Award. The Apple Award for the 21-22 season goes to none other than Patrick Kane.
Of course. For
his 66 apples on the season.
That's a lot of apples. You could almost get an orchard of apples.
22 of those are power play apples.
That's a lot. That's some primo apples.
1/3 of his apples were like premium apples.
I mean, that's a premium orchard from one Patrick Kane.
And
Timothy Kane with that orchard.
So with his 66 assists on the season, he finished the season with a career assist total of 750 apples. A nice round, even number of 750 regular season apples.
You know what? That's really nice of him to do that.
Like chef's kiss. That's perfect. Like, thank you so much.
Just
for that
fantastic.
0 at the end. Like,
just fantastic.
Thank you. We love you, Kaner. We love you. But congratulations. Yes. You are the winner of the Apple Award. Thank you for being the apple of our eye. Your girl got jokes. Your girl got jokes.
Jokes? Got the
jokes. I got jokes. All right. Mr. Martin, your last award of the season.
Oh, man. Last award of the season. I mean, this is the We Just Love You award.
Okay.
Like, we just love you. You're just you're a great Blackhawk. We just appreciate you for wearing the jersey, doing all you can do because you're just so fun and loving to watch. It's just fantastic. It's got to go to one Alex DeBrincat. We just love you.
We just love you.
We just love you.
We just love you.
It's like,
so much.
I am still predicting next year he's going to get 50 goals because I was so close this year, and it angers me that he didn't get it. I was that close to getting it.
You know, I'm here for the 50 goal prediction. I think that he will achieve that next year, depending. I mean, obviously, it's all dependent on what Kyle Davidson does this offseason.
Oh, that scares me.
Same, because we have no idea what he's going to do. At least with Stan Bowman, we knew that it was going to be a disaster. We knew like awful draft choices were going to be made. He was going to put all these names out there.
Stop drafting the defensemen. Stop it.
He's going to put all these names out there of like, oh, we're looking at this guy, and this guy, and go nowhere near any of them.
Yeah, let's trade the 13th overall pick, which could have been Cole freaking Sillinger. Imagine him as a Blackhawk, but no, he's a freaking Jacket.
Imagine him and Boki.
No, instead we get Nolan Allen, who is, I hate to say it. I don't think he's going to sniff the Blackhawks.
I mean, I'm intrigued to see what he does if he gets in the lineup for Piggy's postseason. I'm intrigued to see what him and Colton do.
He really needs to go. He really needs to show out. And like I said, I have nothing against the kid, but for the fact that you look at his numbers from Prince Albert, not impressed enough to where it's like we were okay with giving you the 32nd or whatever the pick was in that draft. I think it was 32nd or whatever. Then for the fact that you gave up a possible Cole Sillinger pick.
Yeah, but we all know Stan Bowman wouldn't have drafted Cole Sillinger. Let's be honest.
Unfortunately, yes, but I'm sorry, but no one, even when a lot of people were like,
enter the Blackhawks' opportunity to draft Bo Byram.
I love Kirby, but even Bo and Byram, he's been really injury prone. I was gonna say, Chicago Blackhawks welcome Alex Turcotte.
Also, I mean, literally everybody that they had on their draft board. I'm gonna put that in air quotes because it all turned out to be a lie. Kirby Dach wasn't a name that was mentioned. He was drafted, and everybody in Blackhawks land went, "Who is this?"
Yeah, because all you hear is Byram or Turcotte. Those are the two guys, and you go, like I said, I like Kirby, but it's like, what?
Yeah,
what?
Maybe next year we'll get a healthy Kirby Dach all season.
I'm just waiting for when the Blackhawks win the lottery and get Connor Bedard, and everyone's in hockey Twitter is going to lose its mind because it's like, how come he gets to go to Chicago? But that's
because we suck.
Like I said, Nolan Allen seems like a great kid, but
we got to give him a chance because I mean,
you definitely give him a chance.
Performance doesn't always translate to the show, much like in football, where college football performance almost never translates to NFL performance.
It doesn't, but it's just at the same time, it's like he really has to show out.
Yeah, with
the Piggies, because the problem is though, it's not because of his play; it's the fact of all the guys in front of him, depth wise, is going to be an issue. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not going to make it based on his play. It's the
pieces aren't there.
No, there's plus the opportunity. There is none. There is no opportunity. Like with Murphy, the Jones brothers, if Caleb comes back.
I feel like Caleb's going to come back. I feel like he is having too much fun competing against his brother.
Yeah.
And holding over the fact that he just finished the season with more goals than his brother.
So let's say you have the Jones brothers, McCabe, Murph, Riley Stillman, Wyatt Kalanick at some point, Jake McCabe.
Yeah. I mean,
you already talking about 6 or 7 D-men right there. And that's not even talking about Ian Mitchell, Isaac Phillip. You see where the problem is with Nolan Allen.
There is a logjam. We talked about this with our fan questions episode when they were like, what are they going to do about defense? Well, we have plenty of it.
We have too many of it.
We have too much defense. And we also have like these little baby draft picks who hit growth spurts and need to put on like 30 pounds of muscle.
And the problem is a lot of the guys are too close together. There's no separation.
So there's no development because they're all in like the same 2 draft classes.
Yeah, that's the problem with Stan Bowman being the guy who's making all the picks. Too many defensemen.
So many defensemen. And this is why we loved Dale Talon, because he drafted a little here, a little there, and a little this, and all of that. And that's why we have
Position
had all the good. And that's why we have had all the good.
Positions of need or best player available.
Imagine that. That's how you're supposed to draft with professional sports teams.
I mean, it's worked out for other teams where it's like, oh, hey, look at this guy. Remember we drafted him?
Yeah.
You know, Tanner Jeannot of the National Predators, Carolina Hurricanes, and Seth Jarvis, who's 20 years old, playoff debut in his first year. I mean, it's, you know, Schneider and Raymond with the Red Wings. I mean,
it's funny how, you know, when you have a GM who knows how to like actually draft for hockey needs.
Yeah.
What happens? So, Kyle Davidson, you have like the world's largest shoes to fill out because we have high hopes.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, we want good.
The draft and free agency is going to make me nervous.
Same. The lottery is making me more nervous right now because honestly, I don't want a top 2 pick this year. I don't want to lose.
No, because it's going to Columbus.
Yeah. I don't want to lose a top pick next draft. I don't.
Especially when it's Connor Bedard's year.
Yeah. And there's a lot, like next year's draft is deep.
Yeah.
There is a lot of talent.
Yeah. I'd rather give up. Well, no, because if it's top 2 this year, then the Jackets get it, right?
If it's top 2 this year, we get it, and the Jackets get next year.
Okay, so basically, this is the year where you don't get top 2, so the Jackets take whatever spot it is, and we keep the top whatever next year, depending on where the Hawks finish.
Not gonna lie, I want it to be like a 12 seed, a 12 seed. Like, I want it to be the very last. I want it to be the bottom option. There you go.
Yeah, like
enjoy Columbus.
Yeah, give Columbus like the worst possible odds on just getting an absolute pick.
The few good players that were in this year's draft are gone. Congratulations, Columbus. You have like the 12th pick in the draft. Have a good day.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
There aren't very, look, last episode I put things in the universe and it worked. So I'm doing it again.
Yeah. The Jackets
this is what I want. The Jackets get the 12th pick in the draft. There you go.
I'll say 10th at best.
Yeah. I want it to be a double-digit pick. I don't want it to be a single-digit pick.
If it is a single-digit pick, like
9.
the back end, like 7 or 9.
Needs to be 9.
Yeah.
That's the only single-digit pick that's acceptable. 9.
9.
9. 9 good player for you, CBJ.
All right. So what is your last award?
So my last award, I was trying to figure out something that was a little different.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't quite like, you know, the best of this or the best of that. So I went with the We Wish We Saw You More award.
Okay.
So again, my names make them pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
We Wish We Saw You More, Jujhar Khaira.
Okay.
I was very impressed with his play early on in the season before that hit took him out.
Yeah, I don't think, did he even play the rest of the season, or was he just like done?
He was done. I mean, after a hit like that,
yeah.
It was like mid-season. I'm not surprised he was done, especially with, the season it's not like we were in a playoff push. The season wasn't going anywhere. Let the man recover.
Yeah.
But
I would say
I liked what I saw.
Yeah. I would say even like an honorary mention pick for this, if I had to pick one, Pickles. Wish we saw you more.
Wish we saw some more Pickles. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
his last interview, because they haven't done their exit interviews yet, or if they have, they haven't posted them yet. His last interview after the Buffalo game was great. Like, if you have the opportunity, hop on Blackhawks TV, watch Alex Blasic's. He's very well spoken. He knows what he's talking about. He was very well spoken. He answered the questions. It wasn't just like a typical hockey guy answer.
Yeah.
He answered the questions well. Definitely wish we saw him more, but again, he's a young guy, and he didn't he wasn't going to start the season with the Blackhawks.
It was just unfortunate with the fact that they healthy scratched him so many times, played him for 7 minutes, and then scratched him for multiple games after that. It's like, what are we doing here?
Didn't we not burn his first ELC year though?
We did burn his first ELC because remember we were like, please don't do it. And
I
they
thought that
did
was
it.
with Reichel, not with Vlasic.
Oh, yeah, it was Reichel. Sorry, they've really screwed with a lot of. Yeah, why would you ruin Reichel's first year? But then
Again,
it does make sense because it's closer to a bridge deal.
yes.
But still, it's like,
And it's a bridge deal when we're getting ready to hopefully, knock on wood, be good again.
in 5 years.
Well, not even necessarily in 5 years. I mean, there have been several guys who have said, this might happen faster than you think it is. Oh, nope. We definitely burned an Alex Reichel or an Alex Vlasic.
And Alex Reichel.
ELC. Look,
Alex Reichel.
Alex Reichel. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine a Lucas Reichel, Alex Vlasic like mashup person?
Could you imagine? Oh my goodness, that'd be so confusing. I feel bad for who's the new play-by-play guy on TV?
Chris Vosters.
Congratulations to him. We haven't congratulated him yet.
Yes,
but yeah,
congratulations, Vosters.
I would feel so bad for him having to do that. Like, it's Lucas Reichel, Lucas Vlasic.
So real quick.
Yeah, so we burned 2 ELCs.
Yeah, because Pickles had 15 games. There is only one player on the Blackhawks who played all 82 games this season.
Alex DeBrincat.
Alex DeBrincat.
Total shot in the dark, but
he is the only player who played all 82. Kaner missed those 4 games on COVID protocol.
Yeah.
Seth Jones missed 4 games, I believe, also for COVID protocol.
Yeah.
Kubalik missed 4 games. Taser missed 11 games. Obviously, Dylan Strome played 69 games.
Nice.
And
so
did Calvin DeHaan.
Of course, the fact that that was a lot of healthy scratches because Jeremy Colleton doesn't like him for a reason. Wait, you said Taser missed 11?
11.
Asterisk. All season.
Yeah. Taser only missed 11 games, guys. Only 11. He missed 11 games. He played 71 games, and he had 12 goals and 25 assists for 37 points.
He played 71 games this year.
Yeah. I mean,
that's like a 0.3 points per game, if that. That's being generous.
Like, he had the COVID year, the COVID shutdown year, the 1920 season.
Yeah, I understand.
He played 70 games, had 18 goals and 42 assists for 60 points. This is his worst career production year ever.
I give him the benefit of the doubt for the fact that he did miss all of last season, but at the same time, it's like,
I mean, the 12-13 season, the shortened season because of the lockout.
Yeah.
He played 47 games. He had 23 goals and 25 assists for 48 points.
It blows my mind of like where Taser was to now where you're just like, what are we doing?
Pardon me, sir. Will the real Jonathan Taves please stand up?
Yes.
Because we miss you.
Yeah. So there is some great former Blackhawks news.
There is.
Teuvo Teravainen scored.
Yes, Turbo. We love you, buddy.
Make that 3-1 Hurricanes.
Nicely done.
Because unfortunately, Buffalo Sabres legend Taylor Hall did get on the board.
Oh, Taylor Hall.
But yes, Teuvo Teravainen, former Blackhawk, did score.
Way to go, Turbo.
Now it's 3-1 Canes with like 12 and some change left.
We're proud of you, buddy. Well done.
Top shelf where grandma hides the cookies.
We love top shelf cookie finding goals. So
I'm sorry, WoHawks. I know you really don't want to hear any Hurricanes updates, but
at this point,
it's playoff hockey season.
At this point, the Hawks part of the WoHawks, they are just clamoring for hockey. It's been days, and we're like injected into our veins. And you know, every single Blackhawks fan is figuring out a team to root for in the postseason because
we have
can't
Turbo.
not watch hockey.
It's an easy pick. Pick the Hurricanes. We got Turbo. Case closed.
No, sir.
You don't like the Avs because of the Avs spaces. Let's be honest.
No, actually, do you not remember at that round table back in January?
Oh, I do.
Long before the Twitter spaces was a thing.
Yeah.
I definitely
I know.
was pulling for them then.
I'm mainly just saying that because of the fact that we're really deep into the Twitter Spaces and playing Among
We
Us.
are. It's a fun place to be, and
It is.
we played Among Us yesterday. It was great. We need to start like a WoHawks Among Us team. That would be exciting.
That would be fun. Hey, the Space Cowboy approves. Inside joke for those who aren't part of our Among Us group.
Okay, why you so good though?
Hey, you know what? As long as the sheriff stays away from me, we should be all right.
Oh man,
That
sheriff man.
Him and his deputy were just.
They were sus. They were so sus.
Hey, I didn't shoot the sheriff. I did get the deputy a few times.
At least there's that.
There's that. But so, is it time for the fun WoHawk part? Because the Blackhawks.
It's time for the woe part. It's time for the woe part.
The Blackhawks part lasted a little too long, in my opinion. But I mean, it is what it is.
It did, but we had to do our end of season awards. We had to talk
they
about the awesome things
awards,
I put in the universe.
Very true.
The Blackhawks eliminating the Golden Knights.
The awards were fun. We definitely need to do those every year. Hopefully next year a little bit more fun.
Hopefully.
Exactly.
A little more happy, a little less depression.
We're asking a lot for these Blackhawks right now. So I mean,
we are, but as long as they go out, here's the thing: there were so many games this season where they were just out there.
Yeah.
Like there was no effort. There was no, like they were just on the ice and hockey was happening, but they really weren't like participating in the hockey.
No.
Next season, if we could just get 82 games where they try, like they put in an effort and they actually like start and finish entire 60-minute games. I won't even put it on 82. You know what? Give me 70. Give me 70 games where you play a full 60.
Actually, you know what? Give me 60 games. Just 60 and 60. Just give me something.
Like, give me 70 games where you play a full 60. You come out ready to play, and until the last buzzer goes off, you don't quit.
At what point do we get a Beffers number 2 team just to have some enjoyment for your hockey?
I have WoHo.
That was no other NHL team. Is just
no. I mean, I'll choose an NHL team for the postseason. I do every year that the Blackhawks don't make it.
Yeah.
And it's honestly never been the same team. So I just kind of go with what's in my gut.
Yeah.
But it'll also never be the Tampa Bay Lightning. So
basically, there'll never be a second team just for you to kind of like keep up with. It's just
no. I mean, I ingest as much hockey as I choose to.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched a lot of hockey this year that wasn't Blackhawks hockey. But I have WoHo. We've got the PHF, we've got college WoHo, we've got the PWHPA league to be named at a later date coming in.
So basically, you're not going to pull me and a Courtney Dagger where we have a second team.
No,
makes sense.
Mm-mm.
I have to say both of my teams have been the same since I was 6. So there's really there's no bandwagoning in my fandom. Yeah. It's just
the only
a kid picking the teams.
NHL team jersey that I have in this house that is not a Blackhawks jersey.
What?
Is my Brandon Saad Columbus Blue Jackets jersey.
Okay, well there you go.
And it's the third. It's the Cannon crest.
Not gonna lie, not my favorite Jackets jersey.
I love
I don't
that
like
jersey.
it. I don't.
It's got the lace up. It's I like the color. I like the Cannon. Though I mean, I felt so bad when Elvis Merzlikins was talking about like how triggering the Cannon was for him at the beginning of this season after losing Kiwi.
Yeah.
Like my heart broke.
If I were the Jackets, I would have like not done it for a while.
But here's the thing. Did he say something?
True.
Because he's a hockey dude.
Yeah.
And I know that they said that they were going to support them however they could, but reading that hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Like I was pulling for Merzlikins over anybody.
Yeah.
When it came to this season, like that team went through a lot losing Kiwi in the way that it happened.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, just my heart just like hit the floor when I read that. Like, he didn't play New Year's Day because the fireworks New Year's Eve threw him just completely into a my heart hurt with that. So let's get to the fun, guys.
Time for the WoHo.
It's time for the WoHo. It's time for the WoHo, baby.
Very, very small WoHo stuff, but we got some WoHo.
Very small WoHo stuff. So, as of May 1st, 2022, PHF Free Agent Frenzy has begun.
Very slow, though. I have to admit, a lot slower than I thought.
There's only been... Wait, hold on. Let me pull out my phone real quick just to make sure, because I turned on the notifications for every PHF team. So let's just make sure that I'm not going to be a liar here. As of May 2nd, 2022 at 9:28 p.m., there has only been one announced signing in the PHF 48 hours into Free Agent Frenzy. However, the frenzy is starting out slow, guys. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to back up for a second because you guys can see that I am rocking a Butte shirt, which everyone should know is not my normal situation. But this happens to be a Butte's jersey for none other than Dominique Kramer, who happens to be the first announced re-signing for Season 8 in the PHF. She is also the first announced player to sign a 2-year deal.
2-year deal!
2-year deal! So she is locked in for Season 8 and Season 9. 9 in the great city of Buffalo, home of Fort Butte, home of, technically not currently anymore, of our wonderful Carly Jackson, whom we love so much. We have heard zero things about Carly Jackson's status yet. So, but congratulations, Dominique Kramer. I
have a feeling that tonight's gonna be no. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I have a feeling.
It's fine. I couldn't either. Did you not hear me? Ooh.
Oh yeah, I did. I have a feeling that for the fact that her significant other is a whale.
I don't know. We know nothing. Anya and Madison.
Could you imagine Carly Jackson on the whale with Fuji and Ives? Like that 3-headed monster would be.
Oh my God, that would be insanity. But look at Madison and Anya.
Yeah, we've heard pretty much nothing.
We've heard zero things. I was so excited for free agent season because it was going to be happy. Like, it was starting when my NHL team was no longer going to be playing hockey. Here comes free agency, and we have one
going into Tuesday. I'm waiting for a Madison Packer announcement where she goes to the whale, and it's like, oh yeah, Anya Packer is going to be part of the front office.
I would love it.
Can you imagine a Madison Packer and CJ on our whale? Like, and the rest of the team, like Amanda Conway, 2-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Havaseason Marchment has a 2-year contract. Like, Allie Monroe, 2-year contract.
Yeah. Just give them all 2-year deals. Let's run it back for 8 and 9. Let's go.
9. I'm sorry. When we get to season 9, we have to go season 9.
9.
Because the German in me will just be extremely happy to just be like 9 all season.
Taking a drink of my water. I had a funny haha moment today with one of my friends. So I was at the gym with my friend Angela, and she saw this sticker on my bottle. It's a Guns N' Hoses sticker. It's like an old school goalie mask with the stars and stripes on it. And she goes, "Why do you have a Freddy mask on your water bottle?" Ma'am. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean a Freddy mask? And like, it was in the locker in the gym. So I like looked over and I was like, ma'am, that is a goalie mask. That is not a Freddie mask. Freddie stole it from us. That is a goalie mask. That is for guns and hoses. That is police versus fire. It's a hockey sports thing. Like they do boxing and baseball and all these things. That is not a Freddie mask. And she was like, ha ha ha. I was like, no, I don't think you understand. It's not a Freddie mask. It's a goalie mask.
Not even close.
Not even close. Freddie stole it from hockey.
It's no.
I was like, no. babe, come on. It's fine. I'm slowly teaching. I mean, I live in Florida. I am slowly teaching my Floridian friends to love hockey like I do. I mean, I took my friend Lafferty to her very first ever hockey game.
I saw that.
And we went in the fan penalty box, which is between the benches. She had an absolute blast.
There you go.
Was like, I understand why you love this. This is so fast and like so exciting. And I was like, thank you. Yes.
All right, now have her get season tickets right next to you, and you guys can just go to all of the games.
Well, she has like children.
Makes sense.
So she would need more than one season ticket, and that gets kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So
the thing I'm waiting for is for my Kennedy Marchment shirt and my hat to finally get here.
Hopefully soon. I mean,
hopefully soon. It's been a couple weeks.
Has it shipped yet?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, it's going to be a nice surprise when it arrives.
Yeah.
Do you have the USPS app on your phone?
I do not.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to download the USPS app and you need to sign up for informed delivery. Yeah. And what that'll do is it'll tell you any mail that you should be expecting. It'll show you like your mail for the day and any packages that you're expecting.
I do get emails for that. So actually I do have that. It's just email version.
So download the app. And then you just log into your USPS account and then you can track your packages. Like that's actually like my bring hockey back stuff.
Yeah.
I don't always get like shipping notifications for that. So
that's probably why I haven't got it yet for the PHF one then. But
yeah.
Either way, I'm excited for my Kennedy Marchment shirtsy and my whale hat to get here.
Yes.
And then whenever I get the chance, I gotta get my double Ocho. In the green. I mean, you have to go green.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I have my green jersey and my blue hoodie.
Yeah.
So, and then both of my shirts are green.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's the whale, it has to be green.
I mean, well, the green just looks nice because whaler vibes.
I mean, but also it's very whaley.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic if you think about it.
It's very fantastic. I mean, whale green is beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's a little bit.
It's very
different.
Kriller. It's very Kriller.
It's Kriller. It's also a little different than whaler green.
Yeah,
because whaler green's a little darker. It's a little bit of a brighter green.
It's a Connecticut whale green.
It is, and it's beautiful.
It's a whale green.
And like happy little Pucky. I mean, who doesn't love him?
Yeah.
If you don't love Pucky, what is wrong with your life?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just waiting for some announcements of whale. Just getting some announcements and signings.
Like the lack of announcements has me anxious.
Yeah.
Anxious. Like.
Yeah.
Anxious.
I have to say this though. If the whale make the final and somehow we're both not able to go for whatever reason.
Oh, if it's in Tampa again, I'm going.
Yeah. If it's not, which who knows, we will have to do a live stream reaction show to a whale final. I think we should do a couple during the regular season though. If we're both off and able to do it, we definitely.
I'm always off on the weekends, so
I'm iffy. But if we're able to do regular season live stream whale games, that'd be fun to do. We also, if they do make the final, if they make the final, we have to do one for the final.
Yes. Well, my hope is that it's going to be in Tampa again, and that I'll just be there. So
yeah. And then I will try to live tweet and have our account get hit with the exceeded limit thing that
Or
Twitter's
you
doing,
should just try to be here too.
Yeah, hey Mike from Belly Up, if you want to pay me to go, I'll do it. I'm just saying.
Look, if it's at the same place it was last year, the hotel is literally right across the street. It was a bitchin' hotel. It was beautiful. It was an amazing hotel. It was worth the cost of admission for the hotel. We can absolutely get 2 beds and split the cost.
Yeah.
Make it more cost effective. You can drive down, grab me in Jacksonville, and we can split gas on the way to Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, we can make this work.
Yeah, we can make it work.
So start saving them pennies, sir, because if it's in Tampa again, I'm going. Regardless of whether or not you come,
Yeah.
I will be there.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we had more PHF news, but
I do too. Life is sad without WoHo. But next week we have a guest.
One of like
11 million. We have so many guests coming up. It's so exciting. You have no idea.
The next like 4 Sundays we've have guests, and oh my goodness.
And it's like, it's gonna be good. Like, it's not just.
All I have to say is the next 4 guests are 2 head coaches, not telling you the programs. We got a player, and we have someone that Beth actually met in person in Tampa, who we are very pro of this man's work.
And in June we have like a super exciting guest coming on.
Yeah, that I'm still curious about because I never heard of that. So I'm curious to whenever you do tell me, I'm curious to see how that one's going to play out. But,
I mean, you at least know who it is, but like,
yes.
And you know what the organization does.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's,
yeah. But still,
when they reached out and were like, you have a podcast, and I said, yes, we would love to like come and talk with you. And it's like, yes.
Wait,
like,
how do they find out you had a podcast?
So I had ordered something from them, and so I had to shoot them a message because they don't have like a storefront. So I needed to shoot them a message on the gram to place the order for the item. And I follow them, they follow me, and I'm assuming there was just like some bio creeping. It's fine.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. And I've got, obviously I've got co-host of Talk WoHawkies Pod.
Yeah.
In my gram bio. And
they're
like, wait, you have a podcast? And I was like, yeah. Well, if you ever need, we'd love to. And I'm like, absolutely.
There you go.
100% yes.
Hey, that's how we got a lot of.
That's how we got a lot.
Yeah, that's how we got a lot of our guests for this month. Honestly, just because of the fact that we were like, hey, if you want to come on, let us know. And it's like, hey,
and then our DMs were like, hey,
yeah. So
just all the people sliding in. So
let's
go ahead and wrap this up. I know that you are slightly distracted by playoff hockey. So
I am sorry. I'm sorry. I am really trying not to be. And
I know, but you know what, sir? You did this to yourself.
I know. I'm hoping that the people still enjoyed the episode. It's never schedule a podcast in the middle of a playoff game.
Look, you did this to yourself.
Well, I hope I was still at least a good host for you.
You were. I mean, it's fine, but I'm going to give you crap because that's what I do.
Yeah, you do. But hey, you know what though? At least we're even on last minute scheduling changes.
It's true. We are even. I was at least kind enough to tell you one-on-one and not in a public.
That was my bad.
Twitter space.
That was my bad.
It's fine.
Hey, you know what? I got to make it interesting for you. So I mean,
it's true. You got to keep me on my toes. So,
I was gonna tell you. It happens.
It happens. It's fine.
Wait, hey, when you have to do 4 podcast recordings in 5 days and have to do a live playoff tweet thing and have to do everything else I'm doing,
so many things.
Work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is all 12-hour shifts. So there you go. Oh, as of right now, 4-1 Hurricanes because Vincent Trocheck scored. So the Hurricanes are just giving it to the Bruins. Again.
Things we don't hate to see. It's fine. So where can the humans find you on the internet, Zach?
You can find me at the One True Zach. That's ONE True Zach, not the number 1. It's not the Wonders. It's not the Oneaters. It's just One True Zach. I will do this joke forever because it's hilarious. And I know people laugh at it because it's just
Because
funny.
I laugh at it, but I mean,
yeah, you get it though. And let's say I do look good in the red. I mean, let's be honest.
True. You look good in the red.
But you know what though? It's funny because I have red and black Adidas's. The Blackhawks are red and black. The Hurricanes are red and black.
It's just your color schemes well.
You know what? I do a pretty good job. And a lot of my shirts are either black or red. So I mean, and my jerseys too. So I mean,
it's perfect.
It's a good color combo. It's a very underrated combo.
Now
if the Devils go back to the green and red, we'll be okay. Because
who doesn't love Christmas Devils?
Yeah, no one really likes the real devil colors. Let's go back to the Christmas colors and we'll be okay.
Let's go back to that forest green and red. It was beautiful.
Yeah, let's go back to that because that works. But where can they find you and the podcast on the socials?
Absolutely. So you can find me, and this is where we confuse the people because I'm Wonder Beffers on Twitter, which is the word wonder, not the number one. So WONDER.
Like I wonder what happened to the Oneaters.
I wonder what happened to the Oneaters. And then Beffers is BEFFERS. Of course, everything is in our link tree. So you can hop on over on our socials when you find our podcast on Twitter and on Instagram. And that is Talk WoHawkey Pod. So TALK WOHAWKEYPOD on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find us on the YouTubes where you should smash the subscribe button and turn on the bell with all the notifications for when our new episodes drop. Because, eventually we're going to be like maybe doing some alternate commentary, some live game reactions.
Maybe we'll eventually get to this giveaway we want to do, but
I mean, one day, maybe. I mean, the numbers have to get there. They're getting close on Twitter. Yeah, and on Instagram, but YouTube hasn't moved in weeks. Yeah. So, friends,
I wonder what's going to move faster: the Bruins getting 2 goals, or us getting everyone to get to the Twitter numbers up.
Oof! Shots fired.
Speaking of which,
Zach over here.
Speaking of which, Mr. Svechnikov makes it 5-1 with an empty netter.
Nicely done, Mr. Svechnikov.
Mr. Svechnikov,
you're a good dude. You're a good dude. And then, of course, this podcast is brought to you by our friends at Shocked Hydrate. If you head over to shockedhydrate.com, punch in the code WoHawkey, you will get 10% off. If you go through our link tree, you'll get a discount there. So, I mean, why are you drinking it?
It's WOHAWKEY.
Just like the podcast.
Green apple, watermelon, can't go wrong. Oh, the funny thing is, I do have a free sample pack coming my way because I did win one of their.
I know you told us last week.
Oh, well, either way, I mean, I'm excited to try it out, honestly, because
it's good. It's good stuff.
I'm getting the watermelon and green apple, so I'm curious to see which one's going to be my favorite.
See, the watermelon, I mean, it's just I'm a watermelon fiend, so I love me some watermelon.
Who doesn't love watermelon? It's a great seasonal thing.
Especially I live in Florida. Watermelon's not seasonal; it's annual.
Well, true. But I would say though, Cookouts. This is a free Cookout sponsor us. Their watermelon milkshaker is amazing.
I don't even know what Cookout is. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I'm gonna go to Culver's and get some cheese curds. How about that?
If you said Whataburger, I would have been more upset, but I'll take it.
I mean, the Whataburger right down the street's getting ready to open, and it's brand spanking new. So.
And you also have a Buc-ee's. I'm upset about that too.
Well, that's what you get for leaving.
Yeah. Okay, but there is one extra thing we have to talk about because this is a network sponsor thing that we have to say.
Yes.
Because I did talk to Mike about it. If you go to Canadips and put in belly up, you get 20% off your order.
Yes. Oh, the Canadips are amazing.
If you don't know what Canadips are, it is basically it's CBD, but it comes in pouches. So it's for people. It's basically to help people stop dipping, but it's more for CBD medical type stuff. But
it's amazing. I have the peach and the tangy citrus.
Now
they are delicious.
Some do have THC, some don't. For me, I can't have THC in mine because of work, but I do have a can of Maui Wowie coming my way, and I'm kind of excited to try it.
Nice. Well, and they did state on their website that they do send everything out for independent testing and make sure that it does not come back with active THC, but it is a CBD product, and sometimes there is the chance that there is some THC in there. If there is, they do label it with a sticker on the back. I have one with a sticker and one without.
Yeah.
So but I mean, they test everything, and they don't sell things with high levels of THC in them.
And the good thing too is every can comes with 15 pouches, and I think it's only like 10 milligrams per little pouch.
You are correct.
So it's definitely a cool thing to have. It's definitely unique. It's definitely different. I'm kind of, because with my anxiety and depression that I have, plus just having my body breaking down from playing sports, I've always wanted to try CBD, and the fact that it coming like this in pouches and how great it is too, from what I've been hearing, I'm really excited to try it. So,
and the nice thing is, for all of our WoH friends, you don't have to spit.
Yeah.
You don't have to carry around a spitter. It soaks the CBD into your cheeks, your inside of your cheeks, and you don't have to spit. You don't have to. It's safe to swallow. Just don't swallow the pouch. I mean, that's
that's common sense stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're doing this too, it's really cool. But this is basically like, it's not officially helping us out. It's just more so helping Belly Up out. So that's why we're kind of, for this podcast and for my other one for the Search Cast, we're gonna do a general that help Belly Up type thing, because
we love Belly Up. Go help them out. We'll make sure to add the link to the link tree. Yeah. But it's Canadips, and also, by the way, they're based out of Humboldt in Canada.
Yeah.
Every hockey person knows that name. So
yeah. But yeah, so it's just Canadips. It's CANNIA, or is it A?
CANNA
That's
DIPS.
Okay. And then the code is Belly Up, BELLYUP. 20% off your order at Canadips.
And they've got all sorts of flavors. They've got mint, they've got fruit, they've got whatever your heart could possibly desire.
They even have like packs where you can get like the whole set for like $50 before the discount code and all that stuff. So Correct. You can get a whole 5-pack, or you can get one individual pack. It all really depends on what you're game for, but definitely need to check out Canadips.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It is awesome. I am very happy that I invested in it. It's like my post-lunch routine now. Like, lunch, pop in a Canadips. Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious how it's going to be, because like I said, the fact that it's Maui Wowie, I've been to Hawaii a lot, and I just like anything Hawaiian. I'm curious to see how it's going to be. I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to. It's probably going to be an after work thing for me if I'm working, or I'm just going to do it just throughout the day, because of the fact that it's fit. Basically, if you do one a day, they'll last you a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, I've discovered after using them, I have found better usage, better flavor, lasting, etc. when I put it in the top and not the bottom.
Okay. So
because it's a pouch, so you're not going to have to you don't have to worry about like everything like leaching out of it and having little dip particles everywhere. Yeah. So I just tuck it like up here.
Okay.
And the flavor lasts longer. I feel like I get better
results out of it. Yeah, results. Yeah. So I'm excited to try, because it'll definitely help me with the joint problems that I have.
For sure. The joint problems. It's good for, CBD is good for a lot of things. Just hit the Google machine. CBD it's plant medicine, baby. It does good things.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So it was fun talking to you, Zach. I'm going to let you get back to your hockey game.
Actually, to be honest with you, the game actually ended, and it was 5-1 Hurricanes. So
way to go.
If you count the regular season, it's now 21-2 in goal in the goal department.
Oh.
Because they finished
Boston.
Because they finished 16-1. It's now 21. It's now 21-2.
Sucks to suck, Boston.
And a lot of people are like, all I heard the last couple of days: Boston in 6, Boston in 6, Boston in 5, Boston with a sweep.
I did Carolina in 5.
I did Carolina in 6.
I think. I don't remember. Because the first round is the only one where you choose like
how many games,
etc. But I'm pretty sure
on my show I did do Canes in 7. But I've heard a lot of Bruins people be like, "Oh, it's Canes in 6 because it's Antiranta."
Oh nope, I did. Wait, no, that's the other game. I did Canes in 6. I did Rangers in 5, Bolts in 7, Florida in 6.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say it's because their Antiranta in net that Boston's going to win this in 6. Yeah, he shut you guys down to 1 goal.
I also can't believe that Antiranta has a Stanley Cup ring, and that was his first ever playoff start.
Yeah,
like the world.
Let's not forget his goals against average and is like under 2.5, a 900 save percentage, and he was 15-5-4 this season. So Antiranta isn't a bad goalie.
No, he's really not. People suck.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. But and then on the west side for the first round, I have Colorado in 6. I have the Wild in 7. I have Dallas in 6 and LA in 6.
There you go.
So, and big stick taps to all of our friends who joined our NHL playoff bracket. We've got 13 people in our bracket this year, so we'll make that number bigger next year. But that's pretty awesome.
Hey, it's a good start though. A lot of fellow people from Belly Up joined us. That was really cool. A
lot of good support over here in the Belly Up world.
Yeah, we love our Belly Up.
We do. So until next week, my friend Zach, enjoy your playoffs. I will be sitting over here just absorbing hockey and enjoying my ECHL playoffs.
I mean, hey, we do get the piggies too. So
yeah, we have the piggies. We have, my Icemen were for a long time the only team who'd made it to round 2 for the playoffs because we swept the Gladiators right out the building. So
there you go.
At least I have playoff hockey somewhere.
You do. Not AHL, but at least it's something.
That's true. Playoff hockey is playoff hockey. It's intense regardless of level.
Oh yeah. Basically hockey is the best, let's be honest.
No lies detected.
Yeah. Basically it's you can't go wrong.
You really can't. So Until next time, WoHawks, thanks for hanging out with us. We love you guys. Be awesome. Questions, comments, concerns, shoot over to letstalkwohockey.com or letstalkwohockey@gmail.com. I totally forgot the whole middle of that email address. Yep. Check out the link tree if you need our socials or any of Shocked Hydrate, Canadips, any of that stuff. The link tree will get you where you need to be.
There you go.
All right. Until next week, have a great one.
Bye.
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 Thank you for watching this Belly Up Media production. Some said we'd go belly up, so we made it our name. And we're still